Ladies and gentlemen, you already know who it is. Pretty boy, professional wrestling, but I don't like to talk a lot about wrestling on here. That was just like a failed intro. But we got another episode coming at you guys today, and the reason why I say we is because I'm not alone for once. Thank God. We have an episode here. We're gonna be talking about video games with your boy, and also your boy's best friend. We got Alex Slater. Slater, say hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
That's all you're gonna say. You're not gonna say, "My name's Alex Slater." You're gonna bust a rhyme, anything?
I'm Alex Slater. I'm the furthest from being a pro gamer.
Yeah, that's actually kind of facts. Like we're both terrible at video games. But the reason why we're gonna talk about video games is because we all know Alex is a big fan of some video games. I'm a big fan. You saw me kick some booty in Rocket League before. I mean, that's one of my favorite games. But we'll get into that. But in this episode, you guys can expect us to talk about the games we play, our very first games. We might even talk about our very first consoles. Yeah, that's a little interesting there. And, like what games we want to see come out in the future. So, where do we begin? What, first game? First game?
Let's start where it all started. Do you know what the first year you played video games? Mine was 2008. Now, that was when I started playing video games. At the time, I was 11 years old. That's when I got into video games because my parents were pretty strict.
Yeah,
you
had to wait a little bit?
Yeah, I had to wait a long time to get video games into my house. Yeah.
You know how there was this place called Terabyte uptown. Remember that place?
I do remember that, yeah.
I remember I was into like the Lego Star Wars. The Lego Star Wars episode.
They were good games.
Yeah.
I remember completing them. This is before, the complete saga. This was when they made the individual games, the first one and then the second one. I completed both of them at the time on my original Xbox. But unfortunately, I lost both of them and sold my Xbox, so I don't have any of the data for that. This is before they had achievements, way before many of you youngins had played.
My man just like flexing. I beat the games and then got rid of them. Like me, I struggled on episode 5, like chapter 4.
You struggle with games today.
Oh,
you're playing Rocket League and losing against the AI.
It's not my problem. That's not my problem.
You have a losing streak.
Wolfman on my team was the biggest problem.
You have a losing streak.
No, we're actually going to make it to the playoffs this season. Let me know if you guys want to see some gameplay on my YouTube channel.
Guys, he's out of a 8-man team, he's 4th against the computer.
Yeah, it's not that great. But all right.
He's playing on easy.
So the year that I started playing, oof, I never really thought of that. All right, maybe 5th grade. So what would that be? All right, so we graduated
2005.
2005. Yeah, about 2005. Maybe a little bit earlier. I started playing Lego Star Wars because like all the cool kids had the Lego Star Wars. Remember in like indoor recess they used to have like the pyramid foam thingies that you got to play with the shapes. Did you have that at your school? Yeah, well, we had
I wasn't
that.
privileged.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
I played parachute.
so they
and kickball and tennis, baseball.
Even
football.
in indoor recess?
Yeah.
You played kickball in the classroom?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, no. We played.
Well, I would hope not. I would hope not.
No. Actually, to be fair, we played Beyblade, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Pokemon. Now, this is what early 2000s kids did.
I remember they used to have like monster trucks. Like we used to play with, like we used to bring in like the Monster Jam monster trucks to recess sometimes.
Hot Wheels and stuff. Yeah.
Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
But this one kid used to always bring Lego Star Wars. Like the figures. Like he had like the original Yoda Lego. I was so jealous.
So my journey for video games, my first console was not an Xbox. I got that Christmas of 2009 when I got my first Xbox. My first one was actually the original Game Boy Advance.
Okay.
Yeah. So the square one, not the
vertical one. Right?
Yeah. My first couple of games were actually Pokemon. Pokemon, at the time was very popular. So that was my first couple of games. Then I moved to Xbox. But when you travel a lot, my parents traveled a lot when we were a lot younger. So, and this is before smartphones, so didn't really have the ability, to listen to music.
We're old.
Yeah.
Mine, I have the Game Boy Advance, but mine was the horizontal. Like I had like the longer one. I don't really know. I know I just used to play SpongeBob a lot on it, and I could never get past that either.
Nerd.
Of course, SpongeBob was the stuff. But so now we're talking. All right, so what was it? 2005, 2006. Maybe I started playing video games.
Yep. Move it up. Yep.
Alrighty, so I got the GameCube. That was like my first original like console.
When after I got my Xbox and I played, Pokemon and moving into it, I found out there were some Pokemon games on the GameCube, and I was like, I gotta get the GameCube.
Yeah, man.
Eventually got the GameCube, and boy, it was a great system. Now, but it always came secondary. It always came. Oh, I have mine too. I actually have now two. I got one for my cousin.
Oh, all right.
So
all
I
right,
have two.
Alex. No need to flex here.
But over the years, it always came secondary to my Xbox. I was playing Xbox. My first couple of games on Xbox were Call of Duty. And this is not the boring ones of today. I was playing Call of Duty 1, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3. Of course, we're jumping a little bit, going from, more cartoonish games from Pokemon and things in that nature to more, FPS-based games stuff. But eventually,
What's FPS?
First-person shooter games. The games that
See,
you're not very good at.
I'm not a gamer, so...
See, the games you're not very good at, like Halo.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm terrible at Halo. We don't talk about that either.
No.
No.
But we're getting to there. We're getting there.
We will.
We're getting there.
Alrighty, so... on the GameCube, I always played, I remember playing MLB 2K6. It was, 2006. Jeter was the cover. That's why I got it. It represent, North...
You're missing hockey. Missing football.
NHL Blitz 2002?
Yeah, I know. I
still got that game.
You got hockey. You got football. Football, yeah. I played a lot of football games. And then,
Mario. Come on, Mario?
Mario Kart.
You had Mario Kart? See, I had Mario Party 8. Mario Party 8, Monkey Ball?
Monkey Ball,
for
yeah.
GameCube?
Yeah, Monkey Ball.
I think they have that on the Switch now. I think they just...
I have no idea. I don't have a Switch. I can't tell you.
I don't have a Switch either, but I think they just... we're going to look this up. I think they actually...
So as transitioning from, console, I eventually did picked up PC games, computer games. Specifically, I played a lot of Age of Empires.
It's on the Switch.
So I got very big into the RTS, real-time strategy type games, Age of Empires, and those games, trust me, I'm not very good at it. People play with those games with hotkeys and stuff, and I'm like, how do you type on computer?
Yeah.
Clearly, I've gotten better, by using the computer much better.
I hope you just graduated.
But no, Age of Empires and games like that. I mean, I'm still PC gamer net today, and I still play a little bit Age of Empires. Now I moved on to Age of Empires 2.
Ooh,
good game. Good game.
I guess if we're talking PC games, I guess I kind of lied before because I guess my first games were Backyard Baseball 2003.
Typing assistance.
Yeah, typing assistance. Backyard Baseball 2005. I also had Backyard Hockey. And I think I had Backyard Football on there.
Didn't you have for your GameCube? Didn't you have the one where they had the children version of all the it was a Backyard, right?
Yeah, that's the Backyard Sports.
That's Backyard.
So I have Backyard Football for GameCube.
And who was your team in that?
Dude, Donovan McNabb.
And the Eagles?
Of course, my quarterback. Whole time, or it was either him or Peyton Manning. I always drafted, or Brett Favre. But then I have baseball one too.
Baseball?
Yes, I'm in the middle of a season right now. I'm trying to live up to the hype of my YouTube people that I watch, and they gameplay Backyard Baseball. I'm terrible, but that's there.
People are not good at sports games. Even today, all they do is spend too much money on them and pretend to be good on their virtual teams.
Yeah,
that's why I don't play Madden anymore. I used to play a lot of Ultimate Teams, a lot of Madden, and I'm like, this is people just spend too much money to make their teams artificially good, and they're not actually good. So I just stopped, and it's great. This is the one thing with the gamer. It's the whole transition of becoming. In the past, games have always been you pay once and you got the full game. Now there's some really awesome games out there where you paid once, like Star Wars, great example. No additional content. You just paid the base game. Today, now it's all this. It's so hard. It's the game's in pre-alpha. You can pay $30, $40 for the game, and then there's down the road you have to pay more money for stuff that should be part of the game.
The game, yeah.
Or my favorite is all these new free games I'm sorry.
The Batman one that was on Xbox.
Oh no.
Chapters.
Well, that's a different story. That one was developed in a time when they released full games. The game I'm gonna right now is I'm not a very big supporter of Fortnite. Fortnite is
Yeah, he's not.
He's
not a fan of Fortnite.
The whole concept of it is horrible. People say, "Oh, you need to get good." Well, some of the skins can give you advantages. The game is just not very like to a person who's played a lot of games and a lot of good games and a lot of bad games. Fortnite is in the
top of the bad games.
Bad games, yeah. Especially considering we're kind of older. We're in our 20s now. Early 20s.
Early 20s.
I don't like getting trash talked by people that are 10 years old. Yeah. I don't appreciate that. And then they told that I'm like I'm garbage and stuff. I'm like, dude, I want to play games to have fun. Not to be sweating. Workout.
That was only me when I was 15. I'm 22.
I go to the gym to sweat. I don't go play video games to sweat.
The gym to sweat. Stop living in your mom's basement.
But getting back to so eventually, I was actually really late to the game getting Xbox Live. I got it Xbox Live. Funny enough is I got Xbox Live my first year in freshman and high school. Yeah, high school. That's how late.
Really?
Yeah,
that's late. I really thought you had it in like middle school.
No.
That's late for you.
Yeah, it was late. For all that time, I was playing, just by myself, playing a lot of single player games, or playing multi-screen when people came over to my house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we played a lot of landline. A lot of landline.
Yeah.
They connect the computers together and the Xbox on the same TVs. Yeah, crazy. But
for me, it was just
that was crazy going online and being playing online for the first time. My two very first games that I played online, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, right,
okay.
And then Halo 4. Both those games came out.
4.
Yeah.
I still can't get past the campaign. I only tried for like 2 minutes. I was like, this is a little hard for me.
Is that why you're becoming a wrestler?
Yeah. So I'm sticking to wrestling, guys.
Yeah. Nick, way back when, wanted to be a pro gamer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pro gamer.
Pro gamer. That's actually false, but I kind of, sometimes here and there I think about being a Twitch streamer or something. But, we've had conversations about having a YouTube channel with games. It might happen, but, I'm terrible. I don't know how to stream games. so we might have to wait a little bit for that one. But, yeah.
Enough about myself. What about you?
So, okay, so we're going back. So, I had the backyard baseball games. That was my original start, with the PC. Used to play some Toontown. You gotta know Toontown.
I do know that, but I never played it.
The Disney game?
No,
sorry. Dude, I always made my character the dog or the monkey, trying to be the standout of the crowd. I always had to be in the town. I was the only dog with long ears or the only monkey in the town. Just trying to.
And then Outcast.
Yeah, I was trying to. That was my character. Cause you had to be like a dog, a bear.
You mean Disney?
Yeah, like the Disney, in the Toontown. You can only be like a.
So goofy?
Like a chimpanzee, it was either that or just like a monkey. You could be like a zebra, I think a duck, but not Donald, or you could be like a dog or something like that. And it was everybody's picking dogs. Everybody was talking online, being dogs, and I swear to God, I picked the only one.
Sorry guys, I didn't play World of Warcraft. That's about all.
I don't even know what that is.
That's all right. I don't play Warcraft. I'm not a big RPG guy or MMO.
What's RPG?
Role playing games.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not a.
See, guys, I'm not a gamer. I don't really know what I'm talking about here. But all right, so we're gonna keep going. So, backyard baseball, of course, some Toontown. You got to throw in some Toontown. Made my way to GameCube, played all those games we were talking about. Then I got a Wii. That's where I started to get the WWE games, the pro wrestling games. Got that Carnival game though.
I remember playing football.
Carnival game though.
And this is when me and Nick started becoming friends. So I used to come over here and we used to have tournaments on the Wii playing football. Let's just say that was a whole different story.
You had to actually throw the Wii remote like you were throwing the ball.
Did any times we actually throw the remote?
I don't know. Maybe once.
maybe once.
I know I think I almost hit the ceiling a couple times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But all I know is the Wii version, like, you'd have, like, a special power, and then all of a sudden you had to, like,
Like shake
shake the remote.
Like a shake weight. It was
Yeah.
all of a sudden you think your wrist is gonna break or something. It's like, Jesus.
That was when, what was that, NFL Blitz or something? Or was that Madden?
That was Madden.
That was Madden? Oh,
well, because the Wii controls for Madden and all that stuff was terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
It was. Like, we would pass a ball, like the football, and then all of a sudden you get, like, you didn't pass it. He would sit there and get sacked.
Yeah, or it's like you threw it directly at your target, and it was saying interception. It's like, dude, he was like not even covered. It's like, how did this happen? It's like the same thing. Like I remember I played baseball a couple times on there. It was like, I'm aiming for the strike zone, ball, or you hit the guy. It's like what? And then the only thing that I really think Wii was good for, in my opinion, the Wii, Mario games. I think it was like the only continuation. Like Mario Kart, that was like, that's still, people play it today. Even Wii Sports, people play that today. But like, besides that, it's...
No. So, for when it comes down to talking about Nintendo, I moved from Game Boy to DS to 3DS to DSi. I didn't get those consoles for Wii, like I said. I went from Xbox...
Had a Wii.
No, I never had a Wii. No. Because it didn't offer... The DS had all the Pokemon games. The Wii didn't have any of the Pokemon games, so I was only buying the DS at the time for all the Pokemon games. Like, I played... So, my very first Pokemon game, going back all the way back to 2005... since I'm a youngin' when it comes down to Pokemon, my first one was Ruby and Sapphire. Then I moved to Emerald. Then I moved to
Sun, Moon.
No. That's getting into 20.
That's like 2018.
2016.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Flash forward. But yeah, I went through all the Pokemon games from Ruby or Fire Red and Leaf Green. Then I went to Diamond and Pearl. Those were amazing. Diamond and Pearl. That was when I started understanding how the game actually worked. And then moving all the way through, all up to Sun and Moon, the newest ones, Ultra Sun. Haven't played the newest ones because I'm a broke college boy. I don't have enough money to buy.
You're not in college anymore.
I don't know. Still broke though.
Just broke boy.
Just broke boy. I don't have enough money to buy the Switch.
Well, I mean, no. I was trying to get the white version, and that itself was only like $200. But I'm like, $200 for a light version.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. But
no, it might have been $300 because I think the original one is like $500, right?
Yes.
Or maybe I have the price.
Switch, to be fair, my last
for the light version, $300. It's like
a lot.
God better have made this thing or something.
Though that is a lot less than a phone is.
Oh,
I mean,
of course.
You spend more money on a phone. I mean, I spent on my recent computer, but to be fair, my computer I use for school. I spent $900 on my computer.
Yeah.
But that's a different story. I use it for everyday things. The Switch, it would be like the secondary or even the tertiary, what is its system I play on. I mean, I play Xbox One, my phone, and then I play on my computer. There's only so much time.
Phone has a lot of games.
So much time, and then I spend a lot of time on YouTube. Watching YouTube, and there's too many distractions, not enough time.
Yeah,
and I work a regular job from 10 to 5 every single day, so like.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And and going to school at the same time. I mean, I've been graduated for about 2 weeks, but it's crazy when you think of it. As you get older, you have less and less time to play video games like I used to.
Less time to do anything.
Yeah.
When you get older, it's
like you have more expenses. So.
But yeah, I mean, so like, for me with Nintendo, it went from the Game Boy to, I guess, the
Stopped
Wii.
at Wii.
No, the GameCube. The GameCube and the Wii. That was it. I want to get a Switch, but my opinion, still kind of the light version's a little too high.
And then he discovered Xbox 360 and never went back.
Yeah, I got Xbox 360.
And said, I'm only buying WWE games for
Dude, that's the reason why I got the Xbox 360. Because they stopped putting it on the Wii. They stopped putting... It was like next gen, so I'm like, alright, I gotta get Xbox 360 to play 2K.
So we played a lot of games on Xbox 360.
Nick...
Halo. Yeah, Nick wasn't very good at Halo.
I'm still not good at Halo.
He never has finished a campaign.
No.
If anybody ever contacts Nick, you should tell him he should get more of the Halo games and play them, because they are masterpieces.
What's the... I only play Halo Reach. Love that game. Because I know like the maps like crazy.
You only play it because that was the first one you got.
That was the first one I was introduced to, because the other friends who lived down the street, they were the ones who I used to hang out with all the time, and we would play Halo Reach, and that's how I got introduced to it. And then, are you kidding me, bro? You see me play. I mean, I'm not good, but I mean, I know where everything is on the maps. I know where everything is. You think that'd be an advantage?
Nah. He gets the guns. He still gets the rocket launchers or the gravity hammers, and he dies instantly.
Yeah. I'm terrible at the Halo games. But so
you got the Xbox 360, and you still didn't have online at that time, right?
I got Kinect.
No, you never got online.
Oh, Xbox Live.
Yeah, you never got Xbox Live, so he was always playing by himself.
Yeah.
No,
so
he couldn't.
I got that. No, I thought I got Xbox Live.
No.
Maybe not for the first year.
No.
Right. I didn't get it for the first year. Then I begged my mom. I was like, "Can I please get Xbox Live so I can play with my friends?" And then that's when I discovered online gameplay, and somebody called me trash.
And that was the end of his career.
That was the end of my Halo career. I've officially put the Xbox controller that I spilled Coke on. I legit spilled Coca-Cola on an Xbox controller. It's still sticky to this day. I tried cleaning it.
Talking about controllers or systems, I have in my lifetime.
Here we go.
So
in your lifetime, what is this, like a Guinness record? Everybody listen up. This is a Guinness record.
I have broken
how many
or damaged quite a bit of equipment.
How many? Tell me how many controllers.
How many controllers?
Let me take a guess real quick. I'm gonna take a wild guess. It's somewhere between 7 and 10.
No, it's not that high.
Okay, so it's like 5. It's gotta be 5.
I think it's 4 controllers.
Still though.
4 controllers. To be fair, it's not just controllers.
What else is it? Headsets?
Yeah,
I've broken a couple headsets.
I've broken 3.
3 headsets?
To be fair, 2 of them
were already halfway on their way.
Yeah, they were already halfway
on their way.
Because I like that extra bass when playing games like Battlefield and Call of Duty. It's nice to be able to hear the explosions.
Oh my god! Yeah.
So I've 3 headsets, 4 controllers, a computer.
You've broken a computer?
Yeah, I broke a computer.
Like PC or like a laptop?
PC. No, sorry, laptop.
What'd you do? I snapped it in half?
No, I didn't get that angry. No.
Jesus.
No. The keys broke off.
Oh my
too much. The keys. Yeah. And I've broken 2 mouses.
Those are always on their way, so I can't blame them.
I mean, when you buy them, throw out Staples and Best Buy. That's where you get the stuff. Sometimes they're kind of garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so, alright. So. Yeah.
Oh, I've broken 1 Guitar Hero guitar.
Oh, I've broken. I think I broke 1.
That's a game you forgot to talk about. You have how many guitars do you have for your Wii?
Well, I don't have many more. I gave them to my sister. I had like 2 or 3.
You had 3.
I was rocking on Guitar Hero. Okay, like if we were going like world tour, I could have been probably at the top somewhere. Actually, no.
For Guitar Hero?
No. Yeah, no. That's all a lie, guys. I didn't even get past the one with the blue note.
Easy.
No, that's medium. That's medium. Hard is when you have the orange note, and then expert's when you like do the fire and the flames at the end, and it's like. And you're like going back and forth and you like break a sweat midway through. Yeah, no.
Again, I don't want to play games where I have to break a sweat.
Anything that I break a sweat, it's definitely an exercise.
Yeah, all those games like when the Xbox had the Kinect or when we had that motion like exercise stuff. Yeah, that didn't last very long. Yeah. That those type of games didn't last very long in my house.
Yeah, no. I remember we had Wii Fit. We had Wii Fit. Dude, I remember it clear as day. I made my me like skinny and everything, thinking I think I'm like in the like my dream life. You know, I was like a small fat kid when I was younger. So I step on the scale, right? And then when you step on the scale, I don't know if you ever played Wii Fit. When you step on the scale,
I didn't have a Wii.
Oh yeah, that's right. When you step on the scale in Wii Fit, it morphs your body into what they think you look like. So like, I remember my mom got on the scale, and it morphed her into like an obese woman, and she's not even obese. I was like, damn, Mom.
But it turned you into a gorilla?
And then, of course, they turned me into like, I was like a baby, like
Gorilla.
gorilla. It was like
He had thick arms.
I made myself so skinny, and then I get on the scale, and it's like it's really like low self-esteem. Like once you see your me on Wii Fit, it's like, damn, that's what they think I look like.
That's another reason why I didn't get the Wii.
Yeah, it's like it makes you it hurts your feelings a little bit. Nintendo, give me some money or something. Hurt my feelings. So like, but yeah, I would play that. That was, oh my god, and you try and beat the challenges. They had you like do challenges, trying to get back in shape. It's like.
So what's your favorite game today?
Favorite game today? Well, I'll tell you what's not my favorite game first. WWE 2K20. They have a rib character. Like an actual guy who's dressed like a rib.
I agree, that game is bad.
This game is terrible. I remember when we played with Millie and you used to like, this game is trash with reversals.
Yeah, this game is trash.
Well, they changed the controls. So it's like why did they switch the finisher from one button to now I have to hold two? It's like it makes my extra work. It's like, let me press Y and let me hit the finisher. Like, I want to RKO somebody. I want to attitude adjustment somebody. But now I got to press X and A, and then most of the time I miss it. But, so, my favorite game today...
It's not Rocket League, guys.
That's up there, though. I love playing that. I love trash talking the AI.
Because they don't fight back.
Yeah, no, they don't say anything back. It's like, I just get, like...
It's a one-sided conversation.
It's like I'm talking to a wall. It's a one-sided conversation. But, alright. NHL 21 is up there. NHL 21's up there. I love that. Even though I upgraded the level of expertise to the difficulty, I upgraded it to pro instead of semi-pro. So now I play season mode, and I lost like the last game. I lost 6-2.
He sometimes plays online, and he quits halfway through.
No, I don't quit halfway through. People with Walmart connection quit halfway through.
Walmart.
like, dude, I'm playing, and it's like Walmart connection. Like, the thing starts to, like, buffer. And...
Blame our town. Our town can't get better internet.
Oh, yeah, well, that's true. But it's just like, you know, like, I'm trying to... I do like NHL 21. I like playing the threes. I like playing the challenge modes, whatever they are, like the HUDs, like the ultimate teams. I like playing those. That's probably one of my favorite games. I'm trying to think. 2K19 I still play, but not a lot. I've been recently playing Lego Batman. It's not that bad. I got past the Riddler's story, which I didn't do as a kid, so I felt pretty accomplished. But what about you?
I have a lot of favorite games.
All right. Give me how many you have.
How many games I have?
No. Give me like a top 5.
Top 5.
Your favorite games.
I
know Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six has to be up there.
No, I don't play that game. It's too sweaty.
Every time I see you online, it's like Slater's playing Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
Yeah, because I used to play with my brothers. That's why.
You used to play all the time.
Yes, I have.
Dogs are barking. Cheers.
I have a lot of games on my Xbox.
Yeah.
A lot of games. Right now, I'm playing a lot of World of Warships.
Okay.
Yeah, World of Warships. Also playing a lot of State of Decay too.
State of Decay.
Yeah, State of Decay 2.
I don't even know what that is, but I just sounds fascinating.
It's one of my favorite games. Honestly, my brother played the first one, and then he introduced
your brothers. We have to hype up your brother here for a second.
Oh yeah, my brother is a big gamer. He absolutely loves.
He can definitely go pro.
He only plays RPG games though.
No, but your brother can definitely I've seen his work in Halo. Remember when we were playing? I would lose like every 2 seconds. I would.
Because we're bad. My brother is just decently good.
No, but he could definitely get somewhere. I feel your brother in gaming.
Nah, he plays RPG games. He likes playing. He doesn't really like playing online with other people. His favorite games are.
I don't blame him.
To be fair, he loves the Mass Effect series. He loves the Dragon Age series. Yeah. He likes games with decisions. One of the more recent games he picked up was Greedfall, and he absolutely loves that game. He also plays both Star Wars Knights of the Old Republics, KOTOR 1 and KOTOR 2. They're fantastic games. Like I said, he likes playing the RPG games, the role-playing games. And sometimes he's a good guy, sometimes he's a bad guy. I always egg him on to be the bad guy because it's sometimes more fun to be the bad guy. But it's funny. Like, for example, he just picked up Fable 2 and 3, right? Mm-hmm. And he likes the first one. In Fable, if any of you guys have ever played it, you can kind of, like, if you have a high enough charisma, people can instantly fall in love with you, right? And you can manipulate people. And one of the missions he had to get he had to get a wife, right? And I'm like, hey, Zach, you know, you have a lot of hard eyes with people because they show up. What is it? Hearts, like they love you and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, Zach, you know, you want to get a second wife? He's like, nah, I want to be faithful to my first wife. I'm like, but she's not gonna know. And he's like, yeah, she will.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, some of the games I like. So I play World of Warships because like I'm a big history buff.
Yeah,
I'm a big history buff, so I don't really like. I used to play World of Tanks, and then like that grind got real too difficult, and it got too where you had to spend real money to keep up with the game. And
I don't like those games.
Yeah, World of Warships is better. It's a smaller focus tree. The grind is not as bad, and it sounds really. It's aesthetics and the music and the ships are really really nicely designed. So for my like I was saying, I play State of Decay, fantastic zombie game. Can't wait to the third one. And some of the games, I mean, I play a lot of Star Wars games.
Yeah.
Big Star Wars fan.
Big
Funny
Star
enough
Wars
is
fan.
all the Star Wars games. Jedi Fallen Order. Not my favorite, but it was all right.
Battlefront?
Yeah, Battlefront.
Battlefront 2, right?
Yeah, Battlefront 2. Yeah.
Are they making a third one?
They might be.
That'd be cool to come out.
I'm a big Battlefield guy. Don't play Call of Duty anymore. Just because like they like I was saying before, the whole industry has changed so much where Call of Duty has been on this streak of releasing subpar games. Like they charge $60-$70 for a game, and they're like, this game is the same game as last year. That's one of the reasons why
it's almost like a sports game.
Yeah,
just updating the roster.
Yeah, that's why I don't buy Madden anymore. It's like, oh, whoopie-dee, they have new rookies and new attributes for all the players. It's the same game. I mean, I have the most recent Madden game I have is 2015 with Odell Beckham still on the Giants. And I play that game, and I'm like, I now understand why I don't like this game anymore. I play it. The AI is trash. I mean, it's too easy to play at medium. I play at all Madden, and the game, like, it's like the player is 10 feet away and they get an interception or something. Like, all right.
All right, I guess that happened.
All right, like,
thought Odell caught it, but whatever.
Yeah, like, and I'm like, I've read a lot of reviews on all of them. Like, what's the difference between 2015 and 2020? Nothing. Except Tom Brady is on the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
that's about it. Or Antonio Brown still plays the game. Yeah,
Mahomes is in the game.
yeah. Who cares? But that's just going with my Xbox. So I have a lot more games on my Xbox here and there. On my computer, though, I spend a lot of time on my computer. I play historical-based games. I play Europa Universalis 4 or Hearts of Iron 4. I play a lot of games.
Yeah, you play a lot of games.
I play a lot of games. But I also watch a lot of TV, so don't get worried, guys.
Me, I just...
Sleep?
I just stick to, like, the couple of games. And, like the wrestling games. Like, Alright, I guess... We can kind of transition to what games we want to see come out.
All right.
So, like me, 2K22 is coming out because they messed up 2K20 so badly that they couldn't make 2K21. So they made Battlegrounds, which I didn't get because I didn't want to.
It's on sale.
Yeah, no, I don't want it. It reminds me of like WWE All Stars. I really don't want to go there. Yeah, 2K22 is coming out. I want to get that. They have a couple more wrestling games. Retromania, I think, just came out. I want to get that. Underground something, I think it's coming out. I want to get that. But then there's like, I know NHL 22 is going to come out. I might just get that for the roster because I don't really play a lot more games. Star Wars.
Lego Star Wars Complete Saga.
I want to get that. I want to get that one.
Or
that's coming out soon, right?
Let me rephrase it. The Skywalker Saga.
Yeah, that's coming out soon, right?
It was supposed to come out this spring. So around this time.
Right?
They postponed it. Most likely, I hear whispers that they want to put more stuff into it. Like they want to add like the Mandalorian possibly into it.
Cool.
So
I haven't seen the Mandalorian, so I wouldn't be able to tell you what's going on. I just play the game and be like, oh, this happened.
I know you, bro. You want to play Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. What's his name again? What's Baby Yoda's name? They gave him a name, right?
Grogu. Sorry, guys, if you haven't seen it. He's still always going to be Baby Yoda.
Yeah, always Baby Yoda. You can't even... No.
Mando and the baby. Yeah. So, like, games for me that I'm excited for, I'm hyped for. Skywalker Saga, Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. It's going to be big because, I mean, I haven't played a Star Wars game since the Complete Saga.
Lego Star Wars
yeah. And this one's going to have all 9 films in it.
Yeah, it's going to have all of them.
All 9 films. Oh, it's probably going to be the biggest game like
of course, of
ever.
the season.
It's probably gonna take up like 900 gigs in my Xbox.
God, so I gotta clear up my Xbox.
But I'm also hyped up for like I mentioned before. I got back into Age of Empires. One of the games I'm excited for, Age of Empires 4. It was because the RTS series was always has kind of been dying for a couple years, but it's slowly been revived through Age of Empires 2 and a bunch of other games like StarCraft and things in that nature. And I'm excited for it because Age of Empires 4, Age of Empires 3 came out in 2005.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's how far. And Age of Empires 4, which is supposed to be like a spiritual successor of all of the games, right? 15 years or 16 years, depending on when it comes out. 17 years. You know, it's gonna be insane when that game released because like Age of Empires single-handedly created the whole RTS series.
Huh.
Yeah, the first one came out in 1995.
Jesus.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I wasn't even born yet, guys.
No.
Yeah.
I was just looking up because I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, they haven't made a Spider-Man Xbox One
That's
game.
true.
They need to make cause they made Miles Morales now for PS4 and maybe PS5, but then
maybe
they have the Spider-Man one as well for PS4, and I'm like,
well, it's because Sony owns the rights, but maybe with Marvel and Disney acquiring the rights of Spider-Man, maybe we'll get a real Spider-Man game for all consoles.
I hope, because you know how much I love Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know he loves Spider-Man.
I'd love to see.
He's his idol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dressed up as him for Halloween.
Sometimes Nick thinks he is Spider-Man.
Dude, did I tell you one time I was thinking about dressing up as Spider-Man and going into public? And like
your final day in college? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, final days in college.
He wanted to be Spider-Boy.
I was gonna be Spider-Man in college and like
what a scene.
Save people.
What a scene. He was trying to use it to pick up girls.
Yeah. Then I showed pictures to my coworkers of me in my Spider-Man outfit, and they called me Fat Spider-Man. So I was like, yeah, maybe this won't work. Maybe this won't work.
So that's only 2 games for myself. I mean, to be fair, right now I'm just kind of playing the games I already have. I mean, Nick was talking about that I used to play Rainbow Six. I've picked up a few games. I'm not really into the mood of buying new games anymore. I'm finding older games. Or looking for deals for older games. And I mean, for example, like some of my favorite computer games, I have almost 5,000 hours in.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the game came out in 2012, so it's been 9 years. I'm looking for games.
5,000 hours though.
Yeah, cumulative, like 5,001. I have Hearts of Iron is my newest computer game, and I almost have 1,500 hours in that. But it's because like I'm looking for games and developers that say, oh, we're not going to come out with a game every year. Looking to develop a game over a long period of time.
Right.
Where that's the type of games where I'm like, you might say, oh, 5,000 hours, that's a long time. Well, it is a long time. But think of it like, how many times can you watch Friends, 10 seasons, and not say, oh, it's something new?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? You watch one episode, you'd be like, you have to wait like 20 years to forget about it, or something like that. For the type of games I play, every game, every session is a brand new. It's never the same. So it's always a new adventure. You know, you can play one country, play another one, do a different path. It's completely different because it's just has an unopened selection. It's whatever you can think of. So, and the game continues to get developed from the developers, so it's not like, oh, it's one and done. They continue to develop, and then, like I said, Europa is the one that I have the most hours in, right? It's been out for 9 years. That's 9 years of DLCs, free content, updates. I mean, it's crazy when it first came out.
Wow.
Yeah, 9 years of playing a game, same game, and you just don't get bored of it.
Wow.
Imagine if we had games like that today.
Yeah, I wish like there was kind of a way like with like sports games, like instead of just like every year coming out with a new game, just being like, oh yeah, update this, and then you get the whole new roster. And you keep the old roster. If they get released, they get booted. Then you just get, like instead of just like.
Well, too bad. EA will never do that.
Yeah, I think I have what is it? EA is NHL. Yeah, but 2K is like wrestling.
Yeah. Anything else you want to discuss about?
I think that's it. I mean, we kind of went through everything I had in notes.
All right, sounds good.
Let's see what we have to talk about. games we play. Talked about that. Our favorite games of all time. Okay, we talked about that. Games you want to come out. We kind of talked about that. And then our least favorite games. I said.
Oh, I didn't say what my least favorite game was.
I said 2K20, and you said Fortnite.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Roasted
right.
Fortnite.
Well, that's personal choice. It's not. But
Yeah, well.
to be fair, I don't like Fortnite just because of what it represents and all that kind of stuff. I never actually played it, so I don't have a personal preference on that. But for games that I've played that I didn't particularly like, let's see.
It sucks though, like having to spend the money to get the game. You think it's gonna be great, and it's like, ooh. It's
Yeah. Oh, I didn't really like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I didn't really like that. I mean, I'm probably gonna finish it just to get the achievement. Just to finish it and get the achievements. But like, I didn't really like the game because like some people like. So the game, if you haven't played it before, is similar to like Dark Souls.
I've never played that either.
Dark Souls is considered some of the hardest video games out there, where you have to like literally in order to beat bosses, you need to cheat to be able to beat them or be very good. And I don't want to do either one. I want to play the game, but also enjoy the game.
Right,
and
right.
Jedi Fallen Order, it just feels like a chore to grind out levels. You know, too difficult for me. I mean, it's not too difficult. I finished most of the story, but it's just like in order to finish one level, it takes hours to play rather than finishing it like in a couple of days. It's because like I'm not the best, and the game is not as polished as some people had said that. Oh, it's a very polished fighting game. It's not very polished. I've played many fighting games, and this game is not very polished with its parry system, how the force power is used. So.
I mean, I'm trying to think. 2K20 was definitely a letdown for me. I guess you could say like WWE All Stars. I didn't mind it at first. I liked it. Now I'm kind of looking at it like it was kind of like out of the ordinary. Like for Xbox 360, just like random guys wrestling, then they just jump in the air. It's like you don't like all the way up and they're grappling up in the air. It's like you don't see that. Like obviously I know it's supposed to be like a superhero type game, but I just never got behind it. And
wrestlers are heroes, but maybe not super.
Yeah. Yeah. The Batman. One of like the Batman free games that you could download on Xbox One. I forgot which one it was. Arkham Knights, maybe.
Yeah.
Arkham something. I downloaded like a chapter of it just to play for free.
Oh, that might be the Telltale games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all you did was just like start fighting, and you didn't actually like get to play as Batman. You just had to press like A or B.
Oh yeah.
Or
I know what
X.
you mean.
It's like I kind of wanted to run around as Batman a little bit. Like what are you just doing? Just
you might like the Arkham series. I bought those a couple years. That's another series.
Told me about that,
yeah, I bought the whole Arkham series, and I was like, "Oh, this is a fantastic game! Fantastic! One of the all-time greatest superhero games." You know, there's not too many. Most of the superhero games have been kind of garbage or subpar.
Yeah.
Even compared to like the Spider-Man ones. The Spider-Man
ones are apparently really good.
Yeah, but the Arkham ones came out before.
Yeah.
So the Arkham set up a formula for games to follow. Fortunately, some superhero games, Marvel, didn't follow it. Didn't follow it. But the Arkham games, I played a couple, and it's like this just seems too boring because it's like Nick was saying.
It's kind of stale.
The combos are kind of stale. It's not really like it was cool story wise, and I respect the hell out of Kevin Conway and Mark Hamill.
It too. Like it's nothing against like the people.
No, it just didn't.
Like, it's just our personal preference. It just didn't
resonate because like I'm not like if you've gotten. I kind of like games that offer more than just following a rail. You can kind of
you gotta do your own thing.
Yeah, a game in the series that I want to get back into. And you may not get into it, but I want to get back to it, is The Witcher. The Witcher series is fantastic. The Netflix TV show is fantastic. The books, I just bought the books. The books are fantastic.
Never seen them.
Yeah. It's fine. It's a series, but it's that you probably won't
I wouldn't like anyway,
probably. The Witcher series is almost like the Tomb Raider series. It's fantastic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tomb Raider is fantastic. Yeah, as you can see, I'm a much bigger gamer than Nick is.
Yeah, he's a big gamer. That's why I wanted to have you on this episode, because you could definitely bring something to the table. I definitely could not.
Don't worry, I play my fair share of sports games. My first baseball game, going back, was to Xbox. When Xbox had fun games, I played MLB Slugfest, where they used to have the
I'm not a fan of that.
Had superpowers where you'd be like
Turbo and everything.
Yeah, Turbo.
That's like some of the YouTubers I watch now. They play MLB Slugfest. I just can't get behind it.
Well, I loved it because like I never
you
really
punch the guys.
No, not really.
You can punch the guys on the base.
Oh yeah, you're right. And you could knock out the baseball with
it.
It was great. But I liked the game because like it just offered a different baseball game. Played Madden, so never really played hockey. Not really into hockey.
Blitz, I used to be pretty good at. Hockey Blitz, like 2002, I used to be good at, but I played it recently. Like even like a NASCAR game I played, I was terrible. I was like, how was I good at this when I was a kid?
I played a lot of Forza, the original Forza.
Oh, the race games?
Yeah, Forza when it came out. Actually, well, my Xbox is when I got like I mentioned previous in the podcast is I got my Xbox that Christmas, right? 2009. That was when they used to sell games with the Xbox.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
and I got Forza. My very first Xbox game was Forza. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I forgot that they used to sell games with
I mean, they do.
It was like a promo package.
Yeah, it was a promo package. Not you don't always get it so often.
No.
Or quality games. Sometimes they give you like, I mean, for Nick's Xbox, he got Minecraft, but sometimes they don't always.
I got
they don't always. I mean, no offense, I never really got into Minecraft.
I just play for creative.
Yeah,
Nick. Just creative. I'm terrible at survival mode.
A couple of months ago, we were playing survival mode because he's like, "Oh, I didn't have Minecraft." We played survival mode. I was literally like, I'm not a big Minecraft guy. My brother knows more about it, but I've played a couple of times with my younger cousin.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, they're like telling me things like I have no idea. Like, oh, this is how you make glass. All right.
Yeah. People were, even like when you were making stuff, I'm like, how do people
That's only because I've played a couple of sessions, you know.
Like I was like, if I was just to do it by myself, I'd be screwed.
To be fair, we died a couple of times because of Nick.
Yeah.
He got lost from our base.
Yeah, he specifically told me don't leave the base, and I was like halfway across the map.
Yeah, so in the middle of the night, I had to go find him.
Yeah, and then I built like a secret fort so that I could survive the night.
Yeah. He almost died from starvation.
Yeah, I didn't have any food. Yeah, that was terrible. But I mean, anything else you want to add, Alex? I mean, I think that was a pretty solid episode. We got 46 minutes.
I know.
We were nervous about this. We were like, damn, we got to talk 25 minutes about video games. I'm like, dude, let's just talk.
Well, for future episodes, if anybody wants to request in the comments or DM Nick, or
even like DM Alex or something like that if you want to see it back on. All right, so we'll kind of give you guys our social media.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'll let you go first.
Or if you want us to talk about specific games that we brought up, or games like, cause like between me and Nick, we've played a lot of video games, and we might have not said your favorites or anything like that. Or you want us to like comment on your favorite?
Maybe even try your favorite.
Favorite.
That would actually be pretty cool.
That'd be fun. As long as you're not like making me go buy new games like every month or something.
I think it'd be hilarious to see Alex play Fortnite. Make that a reaction video on my YouTube channel.
That'd be funny.
And then talk about it on the podcast. Talk about Alex.
Yeah, but like I said, if you guys want us to talk about specific video games or specific topics in the future, just DM either of us or make a shout out and
go ahead if you want to put your Instagram in. DM any of us.
Yeah, so my Instagram.
If you want.
No. My Instagram, funny enough, is Alex Slater 123. So you'll find it real easy.
Alex Slater 123.
Yeah.
Mine is real Nick Thompson. So just
type that.
Just DM me on there. You'll see me as a wrestler. Just message me, and if you guys have any games you want us to see,
play, comment.
Anything.
Or
my YouTube channel, Nick Thompson.
Or you want us just to trash, because I can do that too.
Yeah, I mean...
Or if you want us to talk about specific topics that are not related to video games, that's always recommended as well. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the episode. So, thank you guys for listening. It actually went on for almost an hour, 48 minutes. And, guys, see you next